Breakaway! How are we doing? Welcome to you all. It is part 2 of our Breakaway tournament. Hope you're doing well. They're coming to take me away. Aha! Actually, the really does kind of fit. Quite good, that. Hello. And of course, I have cat as well. It being a cat jam, so I have to do a bit of this. Is it going to stop this time? Yeah, stop this time. I remembered to actually put the pause on it this time. It actually worked. The pause on it this time. Welcome to you all. Hope you're doing well. Last time we were here in the Breakaway studio, Samster and Aaron, they broke away from the pack and were able to cross that finishing line. And they took a split of a 28,000 doot pot, meaning 14,000 doots each. And they currently set the bar to break to try and get yourself into the top 6. Because, of course, the top 6 scoring players will get through to the final episode, grand final, part 7. Where you could be earning actual cash money. I know, absolute cash money. I say, you don't just set the bar, we are the bar, absolutely. Especially given how you've been judging all of the UK local quizzing leagues. Yeah, you definitely seem to be the bar recently. But yes, they are the ones to try and beat now. And we're going to have 6 brand new people, hopefully, to be able to join this second game of Breakaway to try and play and get themselves into the final. Just as a reminder, to play the main game in this, you do need to have Discord. Which of course does mean I have to join Discord to do that. So let me do that very quickly. Let me actually get into Discord and do all that, because I need to be there so that you can actually talk to me. And so does Quizbot, so that you can get the audio as well. So yeah, you'll need to have Discord, be able to join me, and then also be able to use buzzer.dev as well as the buzzing system for the game. If you just want to play along for fun in the audience, you do not need to join the lobby that's about to show up, and you can just be able to enter in your answers into Twitch chat, or preferably to whisper to Quizbot 3000, so it keeps your answers anonymous, and it will give you nice simple 500 doots for giving me correct answers. That's all it really is. So if you like to play proper Breakaway, or sort of in voice Breakaway, for potentially getting into the final, then you need the room code of IEEJ. IEEJ is the room code to enter in. Now, in theory, players that played last week technically can still join the lobby, but it should not prefer to pick them. And it should prefer to pick newer people this time round. At least that's the idea anyway. I mean, we could try and test it out, Samster. Certainly, I put the code in, so I'm hoping it should work. So if you do want to test it, then by all means, we'll do that and we'll see what happens. We will need 6 of you to join in to be able to play this game. And maybe 1 or more of you will be able to break away all the way through the finishing line to earn yourself some doots, and also earn yourself potentially a spot in the final in quite a few weeks away, it must be said, because we play these every fortnight. So I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a good weekend. I've just remembered this is the first stream I've had since visiting Ben down south. Yes, I had a bit of a get-together with Mr. Royal _Flush. And had a wonderful time out in the outdoors down the south way, and it was very nice. The travel was a bit of a mess, certainly on the way back, because there was a broken rail in London. Because of course there's a broken rail in London. We had to travel along it, or travel around it, or something along those lines, and it just took forever getting through London. But other than that, yeah, it was fine. It was a good journey, and yeah, just a good weekend. I hope you all had a great weekend, celebrating whatever you do celebrate, or if you don't celebrate, just eating some, chocolate Easter eggs, because that's always good as well. Hope you've had a good one, and I hope I still need to catch up on watching the VOD for Score Counts Euro Quizzing as well. I heard that went really well, so yeah, I will need to catch that up. Rail travel is a pain in the butt. It can be, Matt. It can be, certainly, in the UK. Other countries do it right, and it's very easy to rely on trains to travel on. The UK, you can hope it works, but I guess it's better than other countries where you maybe get 1 train a day. Are you discussing some changes to the next edition at the moment? Fair enough. Welcome to this the stream there, Score. Hope you're doing well. We did have a subscription coming from Oni, 17-month resub. I can't be the only person having a desk rave. I know that music that was on a couple of tracks ago was just absolutely amazing. It was a real... God, that's very dirty. I need to clean that out. It was absolutely amazing. A real bop in my desk I was having there. Thank you very much for the 17-month resub. And also, Topper, thank you for your raid into us from your dev stream. Hope that's been going well. I hope you've been enjoying your streams over the past few days as well. And let's say, fingers crossed that you've done enough to allow the Twitch gods to say that you can become affiliate. Yeah, let's hope for the best for you, mate. You're still having a desk rave on me. I mean, this song is also a bit of a desk rave itself as well, so that's absolutely fair. But Matt's going to interrupt it slightly with a national lottery. 5 gifted subtitles going to Puddle Dan, Wristwin, Woohoo, Snoopy Looker, and Flyboy from space. Thank you very much for those 5 gifted subs, Matt. Appreciate all of that superb generosity there. Space! Absolutely. Right. I've seen that more people have been receiving the dual chips as well, which is good to see. It's very good to see that we're getting some more over in the States arriving. If you don't get affiliate, I'm going to slam the Twitch controllers. It's funny because he's developing slam. Well, have fun with that, certainly, Topper. Do have fun with the Slam game show. How many do we have in the lobby? 14 players in. Just 6 of you will be picked to play the game. Now, woohoo! I noticed that your username has changed. But I think you've kept the existing user ID. So, when it does the comparison, it should remember that you were How Much 123 and have now become Woohoo 22. And you played in the first game, so it should discount you. But if it doesn't, then I need to sort something else. You also highly approve of the Crash Bandicoot t-shirt. It was £6 from Primark is what it was. Can't complain at a £6 shirt from Primark. It's about Crash Bandicoot. I like Crash Bandicoot, so why not? It was in the clearance aisle, as it were. It is an absolute stealer of a price. It really is. I don't know why it was on clearance, but I suppose it's just old stock that they don't want to use anymore. It's all Squid Game and it's all Among Us and stuff like that now in Primark is the hot thing to have on as a popular shirt. Whereas this is just, yeah, Crash Bandicoot. Gotta love it. Anyway, it's about 10 past. Let's pick our players for this evening. 6 of you will be picked. Hopefully he's not going to pick any repeat players. Let's find out. It did the thing! Good, it did avoid picking Samster and Woohoo in that case. So we've got DMC, TJ, Shapes, Ben's J, Pudman Ben, and Random Zombie. You 6 have been picked to play this second episode of Breakaway. Cash Banuk? Cash Banuki, yeah. Can we have this a gift theme? What the breakaway music? I could probably put the breakaway music on as a gift sub sound. That probably would be quite nice. I like that. I like that idea. So yeah, Shapes, Benji, Pub and Ben, DMC, TJ, Random Zombie. Please make your way to the green room. I can see 5 of you. I think. Who are we missing at the moment? Is it Shapes just sort of getting to a mic? I would probably assume so. Once we have sorted that out, then we can get into the game proper. If you weren't picked this time, don't worry. Next time round, it's just going to be even more likely that you will be picked. But you'll be able to play in the audience game for this game. Just earn yourself some bits if you'd like to do that kind of thing. Speaking of which, I will be hopefully tonight, because I've already drafted it up. We'll be sending out a quote-unquote end-of-year review comment form And one of the sections is about the Doot system in general, since there was a fair amount of discussion about that in general chat over the couple of days, as well as just quizzing in general as well, which has been, it's been great to see that kind of information, actually, quite a sort of candid response to things. But not heated in any way. It's very, very healthy conversation to see. So I'll be sending out a Google form to fill out if you want to provide some opinions to how Quiz Night Year 3, yes, Year 3, I know, it's crazy to say that, has gone, and how we may shape it for the near future. But for now, I've got 6 new voices in here in the wonderful world of Discord to play a second game of Breakaway. So let's go down the line now, alphabetical order as I see in Discord. Good evening, Ben's J. How you doing?
Hello, Ash. Doing all right.
You're doing all right? Well, you've been picked to play the game. How familiar are you with Breakaway?
I think I've seen an episode or 2 of it floating around back in the day, but I also watched last week, so hopefully I'll do all right.
Do you have any strategies going into this, or do you not want to talk about them?
I'll come up with something, sure.
All right. Well, welcome to the game. Next, we've got DMC, aka Tom. How you doing this evening?
I'm a little tired, but I'm still going.
You're a little tired. Has it been a long day for you?
Yeah, it's been something like banging my head against the wall doing some coding for work. So
it's
a nice relaxing thing. It's a nice relaxing thing to just
absolutely
chill out.
Yeah, I know that feeling too often. Well, hopefully we can relax a little bit with a bit of quizzing here rather than some banging heads of walls. It might be me banging a head against my wall if some of the code in this doesn't work, but I'm hoping we ran it last time and it was fine. This time it should be all right. Welcome to the game. Third we have is I Like Shapes. Hello, Shapes.
Hello, I forgot I'm different alphabetically on the Discord.
Yes, indeed. You got I Like Shapes. You gone for the first person singular rather than first person plural. But welcome to the game.
Thank you.
What's your current? What's your thoughts going into this game this evening? Do you have any sort of score target in mind? Do you have any ideas of where you might think about breaking away or?
Not really. I've only seen the 2 games that we've played here. I mean, I've seen the show, but not since it was on. So given how differently the 2 games here have played out, I'm not sure yet sort of what is the more representative outcome in terms of which one of those 2 games is more representative on how games go usually. So I'm going to have to be playing it by ear a bit, I think.
Sounds about right. Well, welcome to the game. Fourth on down the line, we've got Pum and Ben. Good afternoon, may I say to you?
Yes, how's it going, Ash?
Yeah, not too bad at all. How is it over under the States side of things?
Not too shabby. Had a nice day out here. Just waiting to play some games, and I'm fortunate that I was able to get picked.
Yes, absolutely. It's good to see you around on this one and be able to pick to play Breakaway. Do you have any tactics or things you want to share before we head into the game, or are you going to keep it close to your chest?
Improvise, adapt, and overcome.
There you go. That's what we like to hear. Well, good game to you. Ooh, good luck to you, should I say. Fifth player we have is Random Zombie. Goodness me. How long's it been since you've been on streaming voice?
Not that long. I was one of the last contestants on the last match game we did.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, I mean, even match game was quite a long time ago now, actually. But still, welcome to the game, Random. It's good to see you around. Do you have any plans going into this game?
No.
No plans at all. Okay, fair enough. Well, there could be a bit of a wild card, I suppose. Well, good luck and see how it goes. And finally, we've got TJ. Good evening, TJ, or good afternoon, should I say?
It's afternoon, but ayo.
Ayo, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, Nancy.
That's good to hear. And do you have any plans going into this game?
Well, at the underdog, I don't know, but who knows? Anything can happen. Blah blah blah. I hope you take all the way.
Perfect. That's what we love to hear. Well, good luck to you and to all of our players indeed. Let's get into the game proper by pressing the button. There it is. Anything can happen. So, what I will need to get you all to do is, at this point, also go to buzzer.dev, because you're going to be using that to buzz in. So if you please go to bzzr.dev in a browser of your choice, and you can join in whatever name you wish, but make it as easy as you possibly can for me to identify who you are. So we're going to assign you to the correct player, and your room code is going to be in the stream chat channel here in Discord. So it should be a couple of channels up above from Live Studio is stream chat. If you go there, I've posted the room code for you to join in. Lovely. And while you do that, I now need to assign you to the list of players. So you are not that one. You are 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 that one. And finally, you are that one. So everyone should now be assigned their buzzer on buzzer.dev. At any point, if for some reason your buzzer doesn't seem to work or whatever, just refresh the page and rejoin with exactly the same name that you've got there to the same room, and everything should be able to bring itself back into form so that you can buzz in on a next question. So let's get through the game. Let's talk about how the game works. So here we are on the breakaway run track. 25 steps in total to get to the end. 1,000 dukes for each correct answer over on this wonderful community side of things, and 6 categories to pick from, which are the same 6 from last time. We've got art, geography, history, music, science and nature, and business and tech. We will be mixing them up again for the next episode, but for now we're using the same 6 categories, but different questions. We're not going to give you the same questions because that would be a little bit unfair to those in the first episode, essentially. The first category will be chosen at random, though. The first category you're going to be picking for here is going to be business and tech for your game. So the first 3 steps in this game for you will be on business and tech. So the idea of this game is going to be seeing questions with 15 seconds on the clock to start with, 30 seconds a bit later down the line, and you're able to freely talk amongst your cohort on what you think the answer is. Then someone needs to step forward to give an answer. To do that, all you need to do is press your buzzer at the appropriate time, and you will step forward to make a guess on behalf of your team. And if you're correct, then you all move together and you get yourself some dukes in the bank. But there is one other point in this game, which is, of course, the name of the game, and it is to break away. Here, right away on step 0, you are given an option to break away from the pack if you wish to do so. Now, like I say, there was 1,000 dukes for each correct answer over on our regular side, but if you want to go and break away, they could be worth 4,000 dukes per correct answer, and if you can do all 25 steps, that does mean 100,000 dukes is on offer if you can go the whole way. 100,000 dukes to break away at this point. 25,000 if you want to stay as a team of 6. There will be another opportunity every 3 steps from this point onwards. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, etc., will be available as a break point once we get there. Now, I'm about to activate the buzzers. If you want to break away at this point, you will be pressing your buzzer, and the first one to do so will break away from the pack and will continue from the game over on the breakaway track. So, at this point in the game, does anybody want to break away? No, we're all being very sensible at this early point in the game, all playing together as a team of 6. Boo! Say people in chat. Boo, boo.
Make
chicken.
Hey.
Hey.
We could have gone to phone too.
Topper, you were here last week and you're calling people out saying do it. You didn't do it. So you can be quiet. All right. So first 3 steps are going to be on science and tech. Don't forget you can talk amongst yourselves before someone has to step forward. But once someone has stepped forward, then only that person may speak and give a single response answer to the question. Good luck to you all, and let's play Breakaway. And here is question 1. Pebble proved a huge hit in 2014, earning over $20 million on the crowdfunding website Kickstarter. What was it?
Wasn't it like a
phone, wasn't it?
smartwatch or something? Like a smartwatch or something like
10
that?
seconds.
Yeah.
It had to be something also.
5 seconds.
that'll
Someone's
be
got to
some-
step forward.
Some
3,
smartwatch.
2,
Go,
someone's
go
gonna
for a
step forward.
smartwatch.
TJ,
A smartwatch.
is the answer smartwatch? It is indeed, yeah. Watch or a
Nice.
smartwatch, any of those combinations would work. Yeah, absolutely crazy. And then they got bought out by Fitbit, I think, was the company then finally bought them out. And yes, there is indeed an audience game to play along. Each of these questions you can freely answer one time each time. And if you are correct within a margin of error that I've allowed, then you can get yourself some doots for free, and it will track and give you the number of people that got each answer correct. But for our wonderful game here, easy, simple, 1,000 doots there for your first step. All right, let's move on then to question 2. In radio communications, what does the initialism UHF stand for?
Ultra high frequency.
Ultimately, yeah.
Shall I take this one?
Hey, go for it.
Random
Ultra
zombie
high frequency.
is the answer
Ultra high frequency.
ultra high frequency. It is indeed, and absolutely pretty much everybody in the audience getting that right. I think Jack Wilfred's message of Pebble watches were smart paper, I think, like Kindle's batteries lasted for years, got potentially took as an answer because it got deleted by Quizbot 3000 after the question came up. So probably I think everybody that answered got it correct. So well done, audience, and a nice simple 1,000 doots added to your total, up to 2,000 doots here in your game. One more step until we get to another break point and we finish the category. Question 3. What is the decimal equivalent value of the hexadecimal number 5F?
Okay, so 16
say-
times
16 times 5.
plus 6. No,
5
Five
seconds.
times-
Someone's going to step forward. 3, 2. TJ,
AE.
say that again.
AE.
Is the answer 80? I'm afraid not. The answer is not 80. We were looking for 95. 95, the answer we're looking for there. All the people saying in chats there, yeah, 80, 50 is 80 plus F being 15. Yeah, it's going to be 95 in total. So close, but not quite close enough, I'm afraid. So your 2,000 doots that you've accrued so far is, well, say it's at risk. I was going to say if people have got lives, but unfortunately we're not at that point yet. So we do, unfortunately, have to crash that total back down to 0. Now,
Bye, Toothman. I will miss you. I'm so sorry.
hey, someone had to step forward and give an answer, and no one had a certain answer in your party, so you just had to do what you could. Right now,
Where's Paul Daniels when you need him?
if only. Now, next question. If you get it wrong, then you are going to be forced to step forward 1 step, which means you will complete the category no matter what. So this is your last question in the category, but let's hope you get it right so you can get yourself 1,000 doots back on the board before we get to the next break. So, question 3. David Philo and Jerry Yang co-developed Jerry and David's Guide to the World Wide Web, which then became which well-known website?
Yahoo.
I think it's Wikipedia.
Yahoo.
Yahoo. It's Yahoo.
okay,
Oh,
go
yeah,
for it.
Yahoo.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Seem pretty confident. Random
Yahoo.
is the answer. Yahoo! It is Yahoo. Yeah, absolutely. Great knowledge on that one there. Yeah, that's the one, yeah. You're just going to let Yahoo die? I don't know, Jack. I really don't know. 15 of the 21 answers in the audience getting that right. Nicely done. 71% of you. And that's 1,000 doots in the bank at the end of Science and Technology. Congratulations on getting through. Benj, you happy to be through the category?
Yeah. I mean, I think we did a pretty good job. A bit of a tough question there on the hexadecimal numbers, but I think we did a solid job.
Absolutely. Well, 1,000 dukes currently in the bank, which we can't do much with just now, but we are at a breakpoint. However, before we get to that, there's an opportunity to earn a life. So, at this point and at the next 3 break points, you will get the opportunity to earn yourself a life. Now, you're about to get a question in long form being read out to you, sort of like a quiz bowl style question. More information will be revealed over time, and you're all on the buzzers against each other in this particular regard, so no conferring. When someone buzzes, I'll stop reading the question. They then give me a response. If you are correct, then you'll earn yourself a life. If you are wrong, though, you're frozen out for the rest of the question, and I will continue the question for anybody else to answer. The lives will come in use later down the lines. I almost alluded to one of them earlier, but we'll talk about it if we need to use it. So, as always with these questions, who, where, or what is this? This writer was born on November the 30th, 1835 in the United States, where he was the 6th of 7 children of Jane and John Clemens. Pum and Ben.
Mark Twain.
Is the answer Mark Twain? Very good knowledge there, knowing the birth name there. I'm trying to think what else I would have continued to say on that one. It would have gone on to say, growing up, he was a pilot on the steamer A.B. Chambers with Grant Marsh. His first success as a writer was The Tall Tale, the celebrated jumping frog of Calaveras County, published in 1865. He is also known by the pen name Thomas Jefferson Snodgrass and his birth name Samuel Langhorne Clemens. And most known works include The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Great knowledge on that, and honestly, the audience doing very well on that very limited knowledge as well. Clearly, you're very good quizzers and know your birth names rather than your pen names. But Pum and Ben, first on the buzzer there, getting it right means you earn yourself a life. Just like that. How does that feel, having a life above your head there?
I can breathe now.
You can breathe now, absolutely. So, so you could be a bit of a help going forward in this game. And because you got that right, means you get to pick the category for the next 3 steps. So let's have a look at the category board. Which category would you like to see next?
Can I get some help from my teammates?
You could ask them, absolutely.
What do you guys think? Should I save something for the end?
I'd save history for the end for me, but you know.
I'm solid at geography, so I would probably push that later.
Okay. Should we try and get art out of the way?
Yeah. Let's get art out of the way.
Let's go. Let's get art out of the way, Ash, please.
All right. Of course, you may want to hold some of your personal categories until later if you decide you wanted to break away at an earlier point in the game, so you're giving yourself a better advantage. Speaking of which, it is another opportunity to break away from the pack. Now, if you want to break away right now, you could be earning a total of 89,000 doots if you want to do that. Or if you want to stay as a team, 23,000 is the maximum you could be earning a share of. Remember, you're going to be earning a share of one side or the other, depending on the number of players, of course, that are going to be left. So, at this point of the game, does anybody want to break away? Nope, staying as a team still for the next 3 at least. Let's continue on then. Apparently no one wants to appreciate art in this case, as G. Eisens is sort of intimating. Let's move on then. On to question 4. What was the first name of French painter Duchamp?
It's Marcel.
Marcel, right?
Shall I take this one?
Go for it.
Shapes.
It's Marcel.
Is the answer Marcel? Yes, or full name Henri Robert Marcel would have also been accepted, but Marcel on its own. Perfect answer is what we're looking for. Now, quite a few people in Twitch chat, I could see some alternate spellings of Marcel. Unfortunately, I only accept the one that is correctly spelled in this case. Had this been any other game, I would obviously allow phonetic plausibility, but I can't this time. Marseille from Margalax is a different word entirely, so we wouldn't be able to accept that. But Marcel, perfect answer, nicely done. Added 1,000 bits to your total, and we've got a washing machine going into hyperdrive in the background. Anyway, let's continue on to question 5. Which artist founded the Scuola Metafisica art movement?
Well, that's
Boy.
Italian, so number 1. So
Yeah.
Metaphysics make me want to think Da Vinci for some reason. I don't know why. Because
Sounds
I don't
like
think it's
5
FAC,
seconds.
but
sounds like an idea. We can go for that.
3, 2,
Go for it.
Ben.
based on his science knowledge, I'm going to go with Da Vinci.
Is the answer Da Vinci? Afraid not. And only Toot in the audience getting that one right of all the answers that came through. We were looking for Giorgio de Chirico, or just Chirico on its own would have been accepted as an answer. Wow! Holy crap, Toot. That's some great knowledge there. But I saw a load of answers coming through that seemed to be really good suggestions. Like, we've got some Picassos, some Raphaels, some Dali, Michelangelo, Da Vinci, also Carlo as well, being mentioned. But unfortunately, not right this time round. So, your current Doots are at risk. Puma Ben, you're the only one that has a life at risk here. Now, I'm going to activate the buzzers in a moment, and 5 seconds on the clock. If you decide to buzz in within that time, then you'll sacrifice your one and only life to keep that Doot balance in play. If you do not use it within the 5 seconds, then we will crash that total down. So, just for Pum and Ben, your 5 seconds, if you want to sacrifice, starts now. You decided not to sacrifice your life there, Ben. Why is that?
Because we only have the 2,000 in there right now. There's a lot of opportunity for much more. So I figured if we could take this early loss, we can gain more later.
I think that's fair. So back down to 0 we go. Have to pick ourselves back up again. Never mind, let's go on. Let's continue again. On to question 5. White Crucifixion was a 1938 work by which artist?
Never heard of it.
I don't know.
Yeah, this is what?
38.
No.
yeah, I don't know.
Someone got an idea?
3
we
seconds.
say-
No
Two.
clue. Just
No.
step forward and say an
One.
artist.
Ben.
Yeah, do it.
All right. So this 20th century, I'm going to go with Picasso.
Is the answer Picasso?
No clue.
Just 2 getting that one right. Absolutely phenomenal knowledge. Samster and Toot getting that. We're looking for Chagall. Mark Chagall, the answer we're looking for there on that one.
I'm glad
Well-
we're getting out of the way now.
We are getting out the way, and because you had,
Yeah.
because you've got 0 in the balance, does mean that you have been forced to step forward, which means we are essentially reducing your total prize that you could be earning. But does mean you are now 1 step closer to getting out of art, whether you like it or not. So
I like getting out of here.
maybe we're just sort of rapidly getting ourselves out of a category we don't like. But we've got one more question to talk about here. If you get it right, then you're up to 1,000. If you get it wrong, then we are done with art. All right. Can you continue on then on to question 6? Which Mexican painter, whose works include Viva la Vida and The Wounded Deer, contracted polio at age 6?
It's Carlo.
Are we sure?
Sorry, I had to press the button before checking, but Frida Kahlo.
Is the answer Frida Kahlo? Yes, of course it's Frida Kahlo. It's always Frida Kahlo.
it's always
Yeah,
Frida
help,
Kahlo.
Dave.
Sorry,
There we
guys, I
go.
got so excited at the name.
Even
It's
me.
always
Which
Frida
Mexican
Kahlo
painter?
and
Kahlo.
never Tchaikovsky.
Samson didn't get it in time. Oh, what a shame. What a shame.
Oh, unlucky
Hey.
Samster.
Well, there we go. At least we were generous and gave you a 1,000 Doot parting gift for leaving the arts category. So yeah, Shape's a bit sort of proactive on the buzzer there, weren't you?
I was, yes. That was me forgetting which way round the buzzing and the discussion the buzzing and saying the answer go.
Well, you got it right, and that's all really what matters. And you got the 1,000 in the bank, and we are at our second point where we can earn a life. So once again, we're going to be on the buzzers. Whoever can get this right will get the next life available in the game. And as always, who, where, or what is this? This board game requires a minimum of 2 players and generally a maximum of 8 players. First publication of this board game was 87 years ago in 1935, although the first roots of the... Ben?
Monopoly.
Is the answer Monopoly? Great preempt there, yes, and can be traced back to a game by Lizzie Maggie in 1903. Would also continue on to say, movement around the board generally involves rolling a pair of fair 6-sided dice, but this can vary, and during war times was replaced by a spinning device due to material shortages. Of all the possible playing pieces that can be used to signify a player, only 3 piece designs have persisted throughout the history of the game, from first publishing up until the modern day. At the start of the game, each player starts with a total of $1,500, which can be spent and earned throughout the playing of the game, and there are various prominent spaces on the board for this game as well. And nobody plays it correctly, says Score. That is hashtag opinion. Well, Ben, great preempt there, and does mean you get yourself a second life. Now in a very strong position, having that second life there, Ben. How do you feel?
I'm feeling good that Art's out of the way, and I feel a little bit safer.
I bet you do, with 2 lives intact, and still 2 opportunities to earn more. So maybe you go for the full 4. Who knows? But before we get there, you get to pick the next category. So what do you want for the next 3 steps? We've still got geography, history, music, and science and nature.
Oh boy. Just based on the fact that it could be local geography, let's do geography.
Let's do geography. So next 3 steps will all be on geography. But it is another opportunity to break away. Now that you've seen that Ben has 2 lives, do you think you try and break away because you think he's going to break away? Or maybe you just want to stay around on your side? 20,000 is the maximum you could be earning a split of if you go all the way on the right-hand side, the right-hand side. That's pretty weird to say, the right-hand side. It doesn't make sense at all. But if you want to go over to the breakaway track, you could be earning a split of 77,000 dudes. Does anybody want to break away? No one blinking yet. DMC, not wanting to break away just yet?
No, I think we can get another category or 2 out of the way first.
All right, let's continue on then into a wonderful category of geography. Moving on to question 7. All Nippon Airlines is an airline based in which country?
Nippon
Japan.
Yeah, that'd be Japan.
Bez J.
Japan.
Here's the answer. Japan. Absolutely correct. And it's a social. Everyone that answered got it correctly. It's the first time I've seen that message come up. It's all awesome. It's what we love to see. Congratulations, everyone. Can you call us something else? No, I'm not going to do that. How about Sunrise Land? There you go. You can have that instead. Right, moving on to question 8. Mount Rushmore National Memorial is located in the Black Hills region of which U.S. state?
It's South Dakota.
It's South Dakota, yeah.
South
Go for it.
Dakota.
Ben.
South Dakota.
Is the answer South Dakota? Great answer there, yes. Nice and easy one. Under the 1,000 added, up to 3,000 dutes in the bank. 10 of 16 in the audience getting that right. Nicely done. One more step to complete this category and do a perfect sweep. Well, let's hope for that. Question 9. Island of the Sun, the Pearl Island, and the Island of the Knights are some of the nicknames attributed to which island in the Aegean Sea?
Panama, ain't it?
No.
About
Panama.
In the Aegean, it could be Cyprus.
Crete, Cyprus.
Cyprus, go for
5
Cyprus.
seconds.
Yeah, go
for it.
Cyprus sounds good.
Go for it.
TJ,
Cyprus.
is the answer Cyprus? I'm afraid not. And congratulations to Quizzle in the audience, the only one to get that right. We were looking for Rhodes is the answer there. Rhodes.
Ooh.
Cyprus is in the bed, says Oni. So not the Aegean Sea. Well, Rhodes is what. Yeah, Rhodes Island, not Rhode Island. Rhodes Island, or Island of Rhodes.
That S is very important, you know.
Yeah, very different. Very different. So once again, your Dukes are at risk, and Ben, you now have 2 lives. So if you were to sacrifice one of them, then you would still have 1 intact. Again, activating the buzzers in a moment. If you want to, here's the opportunity to sacrifice a life to keep that balance in play. And you are going to do so. Wow. So you're going to lose a life there, but we're going to keep that 3,000 in play. What was the decision on... Why did you do that, Ben?
The Rhodes question was just a little bump on the roll that we're on, so I think we're on a roll. We can roll up some more.
Okay, fair enough. Well, you're down to 1 life now, and hopefully that will keep you through to the end of the game. But we'll see what happens. Let's see what happens with question 9. Finnish, Sami, and Swedish are the 3 most popular languages in which region of Finland?
I think it might be Lapland. I think that's the northern bit.
That sounds right. That's a region rather than a city, so...
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay, go for it.
Ben's J?
We're going with Lapland.
Is the answer Lapland? Great
Nice.
answer there. Very good. And suddenly keeping that 3,000 in play has been a benefit because you're now up to 4,000 and you have completed the category. Great knowledge on that one, Ben's J. How did you come up with that answer?
Just a solid knowledge of Europe, I think.
I think that's a fair call. Absolutely fair call. Well, through geography, don't have to worry about that anymore. And it's your 3rd opportunity for life. So get ready on those buzzers. Who, where, or what is this? This singer-songwriter was born January the 19th, 1946. She performed from a very early age, appearing on local radio and television programming from the age of 10. Her first successes were in songwriting with Bill Phillips's Put It Off Until Tomorrow and Skeeter Davis's Fuel to the Flame, both reaching the charts during the 1960s. She was inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame in... Shapes?
Dolly Parton.
Is the answer Dolly Parton? Yes, in 1999, and was also nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2022, but declined the nomination in that case. And I think finally at the end, I would have said one of my favourite songs is Jolene, top of the charts in 1974. That was pretty much the last thing we were going to say. But Shapes, perfect time to buzz in, getting it right, and you get yourself a life. How do you feel now you got a life?
Bit more secure now. I felt like I hadn't contributed much in the early categories, so sort of reassuring to know I still know stuff.
I should go with my hunches a bit more because I knew that one and the last life question, so I'm just like, ugh.
But it's the risk of being frozen out for the rest of the question, isn't it? Well,
Yeah.
Shapes, you did that one right, and that means you get to pick the next category out of the remaining 3. We've got history, music, and science and nature left on the board. Which shall it be for the next 3?
Okay, so none of these are particularly unappealing, so I'm just going to say just to take history at this point.
History. Okay, the next 3 steps that you're going to be facing will be on history. We're starting to get to the halfway point on the breakaway track. At the end of this set, we will be near the halfway point. So this is now the time that you want to break away from the pack. if you want to do so, you could be earning a split of 68,000 dudes. Sorry, it's not nice, but it's what it is. But if you want to stay as a team, then 20,000. You'll be earning a split of that if you get to the end of the runway track. Does anybody want to break away? No, all staying together as a team. Random, was that what you expected to happen?
No, I thought there was going to be a breakaway.
Oh, really?
Completely honest.
Who did you think was going to break away?
I thought it was going to be Shapes there.
Ah, well, Shapes decided not to. Why did you decide not to break away there, Shapes?
I think it's too early for me to sort of consider even thinking of making a run at this stage.
Okay.
I think we're better as a team of 6 for now.
Well, we shall continue on as a team of 6 going into the category of history. Let's move on to the next question, being question 10. Claudius was succeeded by who as Roman emperor?
Oh, God.
Oh gosh.
Claudius. Is it going to be Caesar?
Yeah.
Is it going to be
5,
Caesar?
Yeah,
3,
God,
2, TJ.
Caesar.
Is the answer Caesar? No, I'm afraid it's a wrong answer. We were looking for Nero. Nero was the answer there.
And I said that as well.
You did indeed say that, but TJ was the one to step forward and answer, and then went with Caesar instead. And a score count is saying in chat, Caesar was not an emperor. So, the Dutes are at risk. Shapes and Ben are the ones with lives that could sacrifice if they wish to keep that balance in play. 5 seconds on the clock in a moment. If you want to keep that money in play, sacrifice your life now. And just like that, no one buzzing in does mean we crash that 4,000 back down to 0. Ben, you sacrificed a life earlier to keep the balance in play, but you didn't sacrifice this time round. Why?
No, because I got to keep one in case I decide to break away. I got to keep one intact.
Mm.
Yeah. When I had 2, I had 1 to spare. Yeah.
Shapes, why did you decide not to sacrifice there?
Exactly the same reason as Ben. If I had another life in reserve to be able to use it, then I almost certainly would have done. But holding on to that life is going to be more useful for me later on.
Well, I suppose that first life down the line was a bit of a waste, but we shall play on with what we still have in the game. 0 in the bank. Let's see if we can build that back up again. Question 10. In what year did the conspiracy known as the Gunpowder Plot take place?
16.
Whoa, hang on. Random.
1666.
Decided not to go with any discussion with your team. And you're going for the answer of 1666. Is the answer 1666? That's the Great Fire of London, is the 1666, if memory serves.
Yeah.
Like 16 something, I think.
The Gunpowder Plot was 1605, I'm afraid. 1605.
Got my
I
dates
feel
mixed
like
up,
that's why you
sorry.
need to work out the team
come
before
on,
the
Ren, it's
very
okay.
end.
It's okay.
Everybody in the audience did get that right. It was a social there in the audience, but yeah, Random Zombie buzzing in and taking
Far too
control
quick, sorry, guys.
and went completely
okay.
the wrong way. Which does mean you're forced to take that step regardless and getting nothing for it. Let's see. Let's just shake off the nerves. Just remember, you can talk it out with your team, even if you're so certain what you think the answer might be, because you might be misremembering. Let's move on to question 11. Established by German immigrants during the 1800s, Klemzig is a city in what country?
Assuming it's not Germany itself, it's got to be like Austria or Switzerland.
Gotta be one of those. Gotta be.
5
Go
seconds.
for it.
Possibly, but there's
3,
the German
2,
Empire was quite
1. Sort of
large.
stepping
Oh,
forward.
go for it, Joe.
Shapes.
Okay, I'm going to take a punt and say it is Switzerland.
Is the answer Switzerland? It is not. It is, surprisingly, Australia.
Oh, okay.
Australia is the answer we're looking for there, and congratulations to Ralph, the only one getting it right, because they've been there, so they knew the existence of Klemzig, and yeah, it is a settlement in Australia in I can't remember which one is it, South Queensland or something like that. But
Did someone just not read the map on the way to Austria carefully?
yeah, they read Australia, thinking it read Austria, and just went all that way, something like that.
It's in South Australia.
It is South Australia. All right. Well,
I'll have a look at the Wikipedia article later.
So unfortunately, is a wrong answer, which does mean you are forced to step forward once again on 0 doots. I mean, you're probably going to get through history here no matter what on this next question, but we want to get something in the bank balance before we get to the end. So let's hope for a not-so-sausage question on this next one. Question 12.
Sausage, Germany.
The French Revolution began in what year?
Oh, God.
It was 17 something.
1780,
80.
because it's right around ours. Like 87 maybe, or I don't know.
5
I
seconds.
think it's 87.
3.
I'm going for it.
Go for it.
Oh, I think I hit it.
Ben.
All right. We were all talking to 1787.
Is the answer 1787?
Oh,
I'll take the fall for that.
2 years out. 1789 was the year before there.
Oh, we're in the right area.
Yeah, because it was,
In the right
'cause it was
area.
right around ours. Yeah.
Absolutely the right area, but just a couple of years out there. Yeah, a few people in chat got that right. 5 out of 19 guesses got that one on the nose. Very well done to you 5 that got it right. 1787 was the US Constitution, is saying Mark in chat, so it might be one of those
That's probably why.
misremembering. Yeah, you're very remembering it for that rather than for the French Revolution. Well,
Yeah.
unfortunately, that does mean you are getting forced to step forward, and we are through the category, whether we like it or not. So no more history questions, but we are sitting on
Yay!
0 still.
Oh.
And here we are at one more opportunity to earn a life. This is your last opportunity of the game to earn yourself a life for a bit of individual advantage in the remainder of the game. And we are on step 12 here, so this is pretty much the midpoint of the board. So last chance to earn yourself some advantage. Who, where, or what is this? This mountain range covers an area of approximately 200,000 square kilometers. Press the right button. The region surrounding this mountain range is home to approximately 14 million people and has around 120 million visitors on an annual basis. Bundeschist, Flysch, and Molasse are the 3 most common rock types in this range. Shapes?
Is it the Alps?
Is the answer Alps? It is the Alps. Very good guess there. Yes. We would have continued on to say, if I can read my thing, Timmelsjoch, Prebichel, and Col de l'Echelle are a few of the passes in the mountain range. Its highest peak stands at 4,809 meters tall. However, the peak is only tall enough to make it the second most prominent mountain in Europe, and it lies solely within the continent of Europe and stretches across France, Switzerland, Monaco, Italy, Liechtenstein, Austria, Germany, and Slovenia. And of course, the Winter Olympic Games have been held on the mountain range on many, many occasions. So, great answer there, Shapes. You claimed the final life of the game. Up to two now. So is this a point where you're now going to be potentially using that other life to sacrifice to keep the balance in play?
Oh, God, no, I don't know. I never actually envisaged being in a situation of having 2 lives.
Well, here you are. So we'll give you some food for thought on that. But while you think on that, you've got another category pick. Only 2 to choose from now: music and science and nature. Which for the next 3 steps?
Has anyone got a preference?
No.
I think we better
I
get
was-
music out of the way, but I'll be stronger at music.
I was suggesting we ditch science and nature, but
Okay. Because, yeah, these are roughly on a equal level for me. So let's do science and nature then.
Science and nature it shall be. Next 3 steps, all on science and nature. Step 12 of 25 is where we currently reside. Could be an opportune time to break away. If you want to do so, you could be earning a split of 52,000 doots. Now, bear in mind that Samster and Aaron have set the bar at a 28,000 doot split, so 14,000 each. So if you do go all the way from this point on the breakaway track, then you could be setting quite a high target indeed. However, if you want to stay as a team, you could be earning up to, well, the 13 steps that are still left in play, 13,000 doots. Does anybody want to break away? And there it goes once again, no one blinking. DMC, what thoughts on that?
I got suspicions. I mean, Shapes with 2 lives is probably in one of the strongest positions, but we'll see how the next carry goes.
Yeah, well, we're still as a team of 6 for the next 3 steps at the very least. So let's keep going on. Moving on into the second half with question 13. An autopsy is generally performed by what kind of medical specialist?
Coroner, wouldn't it be?
Yep.
Go for it. Yeah.
Do it.
Ben,
The coroner.
is the answer coroner? I'm just holding here for a moment because it's not an answer I was actually expecting. I just want to check what the definition says in comparison to what I've got here as my definition.
Second Ben, I like it.
How to conduct an order or increase the amount of cause of death. Yeah, this feels a bit messy for me now. Do they do it? Okay. I've just seen something that has affirmed my thing here. Is the answer a coroner? I'm afraid not. It may seem that way on media, but I've checked, and the coroner would request a post-mortem to be carried out by a specific medicine person, and we were looking for someone in the branch of pathology there, or pathologist is specifically what I'm looking for, and they would be one to determine the cause of death. The coroner themselves won't do the autopsy, but they would request an autopsy to be carried out, and they're the one they were then sort of they're the more the judicial side of things rather than the medical side of that kind of procedure. So it's very, very kind of close, but unfortunately not the one I'm looking for, and I'm hoping that people are happy with my judgment on that. But I'm looking at definitions here, and that seems to be the way that it goes. Just might be that TV represents it not quite in the same way you might expect. So I'm afraid a wrong answer, and you are on 0 does mean you have to step forward whether you like to or not.
We're gonna get the game all quick.
I mean, it could be a really low-scoring game tonight, but hey, if you do manage to score score something, does mean you're on the board of potential people going through to the final.
You may have to change the name to Away Broke.
Maybe, yes. So yes, unfortunately, a wrong answer. You stepped forward. Congratulations to Aaron and Kolo, the only two getting that one correct. Nicely done.
I don't feel so bad now.
Let's continue on. Hopefully, we'll get a question that hasn't got as much contention as that. Question 14. A scientist who studies the relationships between between living organisms and their physical environment is commonly called what? Sorry, yeah.
Hey, I'm going to throw out ecologist, but I'm not certain.
Go for it. Go for it.
Yeah, I've got nothing better than that.
I got very confused because it started with the same kind of phrasing. Ben.
I'm going to go with ecologist and cross my fingers.
Is the answer ecologist? That's exactly what I've got on the car, so well done, yeah.
Hey,
Nice one, Ben.
Yeah, I checked the definition today on that particular question just to make sure it was fairly well pinned, and yeah, it is the relationships between organisms and their physical environment is specifically ecology. And in that case, probably a corridor would happen to be within that world. Maybe no. A pathologist might end up being an ecologist as well. But hey ho. But it's 1,000 on the bank in the bank. That's what we like to see. Huzzah! Huzzah! Let's see if we keep a hold of that. One more step to go. Question 15. The Leonids, Perseids, and Orionids are names of what astronomical event?
They're meteor showers, aren't
Meteor
they?
showers, yeah.
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 Wednesday
Meteor showers.
is the answer. Meteor showers. Yeah, very good answer there. Yeah, and pretty much everybody in the audience getting that one right as well. 90.91%. No, it's ecologist. Shush, hush, shush. We are through Sights of Nature there. We have 2,000 in the bank. Congratulations. 15. That is step 15 now. Moving on to, well, we still have to do this procedure. There's only one category left to pick from, which does mean your next 3 steps will be on music. But we are done with giving out lives. We are now just dealing with breakpoints. So this is another of your opportunities to do so. After this, there are only 3 more opportunities to break away from the pack. Do so now. You could be earning a split of 42,000 doots. Or if you want to stay as a team, you could be earning a split of 12,000 doots. Ben has 1 life. Shapes has 2 lives. They could form quite a powerful team. Maybe someone else wants to break way ahead of them and try and disrupt that. Does anybody want to break away? Ben! Ben is the first to blink and has broken away. Let's join me over to the breakaway track.
Oh boy.
So what possessed you to break away at that point?
I figured if I didn't do it now, I wouldn't respect myself.
Fair enough. I can say with some confidence that you were the only person that did press the buzzer at all in that time window. So no one was competing for you to buzz right then at the very point. But here you are on the breakaway track. The next 3 are going to be on music. Are you happy with that as a category?
I think it's out of the 6. It was in my top 2. So.
All right. Well, and then after that will become general knowledge if you can get that far down the track. But before we get to that point, we do have the point of consideration where you may want to bring somebody else over to this side of the game to help you out. Do you want to invite someone over?
I would.
Okay. Who would you like to invite?
I would like to ask Shapes if he would like to join me.
Shapes, there's an invite being extended your way from Punman Ben. Would you like to join him over on the breakaway track?
I would like to accept.
You're going to accept. All right. Well then, join me on the breakaway track.
Good up, guys.
There we are, Ben and Shapes now as a
Boo, you
formidable
guys.
duo over on the breakaway track. DMC, was that a bit of an obvious move?
Seems to be, considering they have all of the lives, but there's still 4 of us in the team. There's still a chance for us to potentially get something at the end, so we'll see what happens.
Absolutely. They have 3 lives, but that's not necessarily guaranteed to keep them through all the way to the end of the game. We'll just see how long they can survive. And yes, we will turn back to you if we need a decision on a removal of a life or a removal of a player. But for now, just sit tight, and we'll move on to Ben and Shapes now in the driving seat. So, Shapes, why did you decide to jump over here with Ben?
I think Ben knows a lot of stuff that I don't, and obviously we've sort of got both sides of Atlantic knowledge covered, although that kind of possibly oversells my knowledge of this side of the Atlantic.
Okay, well, thinking you're going to be a formidable duo, let's find out. The next 3 steps all on music, and 4,000 dutes on offer for each correct step over on this side. Let's move on then to question 16. Rockin' All Over the World was a hit song in 1977 for which rock band?
It's Status Quo.
Oh, is it?
Yep,
Okay, I'll go with you. Yeah.
cool.
Shapes
Status Quo.
is the answer. Status Quo. I'm just curious, Ben, what did you think?
For some reason, I was thinking. I think I was thinking the Bee Gees for some reason.
Okay. Well, the reason I ask is that there was a release of Rockin' All Over the World by a different group a couple of years earlier, and I can't remember the name of it. Rockin' All Over the World. Was it Creedence Clearwater? I can't remember now. Was it that one? Creedence Clearwater Revival. Yes, it was. Yeah, it was a rock song written by John Fogerty, formerly of Creedence Clearwater Revival. Was written by that, but Status Quo did a version themselves, and that was the one I was asking for in the question.
I think the song I was thinking of was just called All Over the World, not Rockin' All Over the World.
Ah, fair enough. That makes more sense, I suppose. Well, 4,000 added to the bank. Nicely done on that question. Let's continue on into question 17. The UK's representative at Eurovision 1996 was Gina, who?
It's Gina G.
I'm all with you on that one.
Cool. Let's go.
Go for it.
Shapes
Gina G.
is the answer. Gina G. Yep, just singular G, or Gardner if you wanted to give the actual surname. But yeah, Gina G was the representative. Not from the UK, actually, though. Were they, Shapes?
No, she's Australian, but at that point, so long as your songwriter was of the nationality being represented, that was fine. And I think now they don't even require that.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much for the extra Eurovision knowledge. And all the people are expecting a Eurovision question. There you go. There is your one token Eurovision question.
Decided to strike and get it themselves now.
Oh, God, only. Gina Gigi won the Grand National in 1996. Sure. Right. One more step in the music category for you, and then it's general knowledge all the way after that if you can complete this correct. So, question 18. In which US state was vocalist and guitarist Willie Nelson born?
Oh gosh. It's either Tennessee or Texas. I would say I would go with Tennessee.
5 seconds.
Cool. Go for it.
Oh.
Ben.
Tennessee.
They're saying it's a 50-50 between Texas and Tennessee.
Yeah.
Is the answer Tennessee?
I'm sorry, Shapes.
It's
That's
Texas. It is the other way, unfortunately. You were right with the 50-50. You just went the wrong way. And audience was nearly 50-50 on that one. 7 of 18 getting it right. 38%, so nearly halfway. But it is a wrong answer. You've got to take a step back. Now, Ben's J, DMC, TJ, and Random Zombie, we come over to you because it's now your decision as to who loses a life. So have a chat, and what do you want to do?
I feel like we
I
need to
think
take
Ben
out
said
a
you
player. So Ben,
May as well punish the wrong answer,
yeah,
as
Ben.
it were.
Go with that.
Let's give it a Ben.
So you want to
Not
sacrifice
that, but
Ben's
give
life?
It a dice.
Yes, please.
Okay, Ben. That means we're gonna remove a life from you. How do you feel?
All right. It's fine. I gave the wrong answer, and after Shapes gave the past two correct, I deserve that.
Well, you're now at risk of elimination if you get another question wrong between you. Jet Squad, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. Not quite out of the game just yet. That was the life gone, but the next one, if they do get wrong, potentially Ben could be removed from the game. So let's see if you can get this next one right. See if you can get yourself through the game. Back again to question 18. Vocalist and multi-instrumentalist Mike Skinner found fame under what stage name?
Okay, this is The Streets.
The Streets, okay.
The Streets, yeah.
Shapes
The Streets.
is the answer. The Streets. It is The Streets, yes. 6 of 9 in the audience getting that right. 66% of you. Nicely done. Nicely
Nice.
done. And you are through the music category. Ben, you're feeling a bit more relaxed now that we're through music?
Yes. Yeah. I was hoping some more for general music questions, but I think that was all Shapes.
That was all Shapes. Well, you are through all that. We are through all the categories, which means this is the final run-in. 7 steps left to complete this game. Each still worth 4,000. However, we are now increasing the amount of time of thinking up to 30 seconds for each question. Now, because you already are as a duo here on the breakaway side, we're at a break point, but it doesn't matter because you're already as a complete duo. So that means nothing right now. So we'll just move on to the next question. Good luck as we go into the final run-in. All on general knowledge. Question 19. Which European country is called Suomi in its native language?
Okay, this is Finland. Totally.
Okay. I figured it was up there. Yeah, go for it.
Shapes
Finland.
is the answer. Finland. Yeah, we're calling this all a callback from earlier when we were talking about Lapland in sort of the Finland area. But that's just how It's just how the question stacking went there, I suppose. 15 and 19 in the audience getting it right. Nicely done. Another 4,000 added to your bank. Brings your total at the moment now up to 18,000 of a possible 42,000 that it could be if you go all the way. Let's continue on to question 20. Which German-born American diplomat was US Secretary of State from 1973 to 1977?
That would be Henry Kissinger.
Okay, do you want to go for that?
Yeah, go for it.
Cool.
Ben
Henry Kissinger.
is the answer. Henry Kissinger. It's great knowledge again. 8 of 9 in the audience get that right as well. Just one slipping up, probably due to a spelling mistake, I guess. Oh no, actually, just a different answer. Just a different answer altogether, but still a good guess. Another 4,000 added to the bank. Nicely done. Let's keep this moving. Got some good momentum going here. Question 21. What was the currency of Portugal immediately before adopting the euro?
It was the
The escudo.
Escudo. Yeah. Shall I take this one?
Go for it.
Cool.
Shapes
Escudo.
is the answer. Escudo. Some great European currency knowledge there. Another 13 of 18 audience get that right. Another 4,000 added to your total brings you up to 26,000 now, of a possible 42,000 that you could be earning if you go all the way. So right momentum here. Let's keep this momentum train a rolling. Question 22. 2. Who is the current Chancellor of Germany as of late 2021?
Oh, his surname is Schultz. Because I got this wrong in Learned League not long ago.
Schultz sufficient, I'm guessing, right?
Cool, yeah. Shall I take this one?
Yes, please, because I know the answer.
Shapes.
It's, is just a surname okay, or do you need the full name?
Just surname is fine.
Okay, Schultz.
Is the answer Schultz? Yeah, Olaf Scholz is the full name, but given this being an international game, I'm aware that answering with just surname is absolutely fair game, and I'll allow it in that case. A lot of answers coming through with Merkel, but unfortunately she is no longer Chancellor as of late 2021. Spelling, did I spell it incorrectly? I might have, hang on. Scholz, no, I've spelled it correctly. Olaf, O-L-A-F, S-C-H-O-L-Z is the correct spelling for Olaf. So I actually got it right. Nice. So Schultz should have been marked as wrong, probably, unless it gave you some plausibility on the typing. Anyway, 6 of 17 in the audience get that right. Nicely done for those that did get it right. And Shapes and Ben still powering on strong there. Ben J, we can just about see you in the distance there. How you feeling? Ben J?
I definitely had that last. Definitely knew that last question, but yeah, it's a little lonely back here.
Well, still every possibility that we could be back to you in a moment. Just depends on if Shapes and Ben can keep this streak alive. Let's continue on to question 23. In the book Animal Farm, what was the name of the horse that serves as an allegory for the Russian working class?
Just heard this. Can't remember.
I don't know this, and I should know it.
Could it be Lenin?
It's worth a shot.
Or Stalin?
Yeah.
15
Stalin or
seconds.
Lenin? Which one been earlier?
I think Lenin was earlier.
Alright. I'm gonna go for it, and I apologize if I'm wrong.
Ben.
Okay.
We're gonna try Lenin.
Is the answer Lenin? Anybody at the back there know this one?
I
No
was
idea.
thinking Rover, but I think that was the pig.
What was that, CJ?
No, I would have gone.
What did
I
you say?
said Rover, but I thought that was the pig.
The answer we're looking for was Boxer. Boxer was the name of the horse that serves as that allegory for the Russian working class. 7 of 16 in the audience getting that right. 43% of you. Well done if you did get that right. Unfortunately, Ben, that is a wrong answer. We have to step back, and does mean we have to talk to Ben's JDMC, TJ, and Random Zombie. You've got the decision to make. What are we doing here? Are we removing a life with Shapes, or are we removing Ben from the game?
Feel horrible, but we've got to get rid of Shapes' support here.
Yeah.
But then if we take Ben out, then Shapes would be on his own, one less person to help.
Like, I want to do
Yeah, but
both,
there's only a
like,
few more questions.
Yeah,
so.
let's get rid of Ben. Sorry, Ben.
Yeah, Ben, you had to go.
You all wanting to get rid of Ben?
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, it sounds like that is the decision that they have come to, Ben. Is that a surprise to you at all? You are muted.
No, it's really not a surprise, but as Shapes has been getting most of these questions right without me, I think he still has a good chance of going all the way.
Well, there's an interesting point that Ralph has pointed to, is that if you had not have wasted your life earlier on, then you may still be in the game. But unfortunately, that life was used earlier on, and that does mean now you are lifeless, and we have to say goodbye. Thank you for playing, Ben. Got to catch you later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Shapes, you're now on your own on the breakaway track. How do you feel?
was not expecting to be in this position. We started quite well as a pairing there, and I thought we had momentum towards the end. So
And it's very interesting because you were brought over by Ben as well. So it was due to his generosity that you are here right now. But you are now solely in the driving seat on the breakaway track. There are just 3 steps away from the end of the track, and you could be earning, well, I say a split of, you'll be earning the whole chunk of the breakaway prize pool. It's currently sitting at 30,000 that you have built up so far, but if you can go all the way, you're going to be earning all 42,000 of it. So let's see if you can complete this entire game. Now, if you can get 2 steps down, then you might want to be able to invite somebody else over to help you out on the final step. That's up to you if you want to make that decision and split your pot down. But we've got to get there first. So let's continue on to question 23. Nyhavn is a 17th century waterfront entertainment district in which city?
Okay. See if I can language this out.
20 seconds.
Do I know that any other cities like that? Oh, hang on.
10
Do
seconds.
I still have to buzz?
You still have to buzz, yeah. Yes, you still have to indicate you're stepping forward. Okay, Shapes, your answer.
Copenhagen.
Is the answer Copenhagen? Really good answer. Yes, Copenhagen, the correct answer. You're up to 34,000 dukes now in the bank. 10 of 19 in the audience getting that right as well. 52% of you. What was it that drew you towards Copenhagen there?
I remembered that in Danish, Copenhagen is like Copenhagen. And it ends in HAVN, the same as Nyhavn.
Indeed. Well, logicked out, and you're still in. Still have those 2 lives intact. 2 steps away from the end of the game. Here we go then. Question 24. Skopje is the capital of which country?
Okay.
Shapes?
Okay, it's the country now known as North Macedonia.
Is the answer North Macedonia? Yes. The Republic of North Macedonia is the full title, but North Macedonia on its own is absolutely accepted. Great answer. Another 4,000 added to your bank, and you're now 1 step away from finishing this game, Shapes. How are you feeling now?
That step, no step has ever looked as long as that step looks.
Well, we are at a break point, which does mean you have the option of bringing somebody over if you want to. What do you want to do, Shapes?
Well, I've got 2 lives, so I'm going to do what Royal likes to sort of call sort of taking my destiny in my own hands. So I'm going to try and make this run alone.
You're going to complete it on your own?
Yes, please.
Okay. No invite happening. You are going to go all the way, whether you like it or not. 2 lives, so that means you've got at most 3 attempts to get across the finishing line. Good luck, Shapes. For glory, here is question 25. To give victory to the right, not bloody bullets, but peaceful ballots only are necessary, is a quote from which well-known leader?
Ooh. Does that mean the right as in the right wing, or as in
20 seconds.
The right and justice?
10 seconds. Your answer?
Okay. Yeah, basically, name an advocate of peace. Gandhi.
Is the answer Gandhi? It is not. Anybody from behind know this one?
Take a stab
I
in the
would
dark,
guess Churchill.
Churchill.
I would get George Washington.
It's none of those. We were looking for Abraham Lincoln as the answer there.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Abraham
Yeah, that
Lincoln
makes sense.
is attributed to that quote. So 5 of 22 getting that right. 22% of the audience getting it right. Shapes does mean it's a wrong answer. Means we've got to take a life from you. You're down to 1. How are you feeling right now?
Well, I was sort of half expecting, sort of on the law of averages, the last few had been quite kind to me.
Mm-hmm.
That there'd be a sort of stumbling block.
Okay, well, here we go. Your second attempt at your finishing question. Question 25. What was the name of the Japanese emperor during World War II?
Oh,
20 seconds.
God.
10 seconds. Your answer?
I've probably got the timings all wrong here, but Hirohito.
Is the answer Hirohito? It is Hirohito. You are correct, and you walk through the finishing line, claiming yourself 42,000 dudes.
Oh my God.
Also known as the
Rampage,
Showa period, Emperor Showa. Hirohito was the correct answer there. Very well done, Shapes. How do you feel?
Oh my God, that was amazing. When I got the last question wrong, I thought this is falling apart at the end. This has happened before. So yeah, very pleased to have sort of got it back together and getting across the end there.
Apparently this is looping again. Sure. But yes, 42,000. That is a hell of a target now for people to beat. Benj J, I mean, it's a bit of a commiseration for you not being able to earn anything there, but how do you feel?
I mean, Shapes played that well. That's all I can say. I did know that last question, but like Shapes played that well.
But did you know the question before that, though?
No.
There you go, then. And that would have been the end of you, unfortunately, because you had no lies to play with. DMC, bit of a rough game essentially for you at the end there, but I hope you had fun.
Yeah, it was good. Can't fault Shapes in any way, shape, or form. That was some really good answers there.
Some absolutely awesome answering there, nice indeed. We also got TJ. Hard luck. Unfortunately, you weren't able to get to the end there, but I hope you had a lot of fun, TJ.
Really did. And I'm glad with the American Song Contest watching on YouTube.
Ah, yes, indeed. American Song Contest. I mean, the America's answer to the Eurovision, or what they hope is, but I don't think it really is. And of course, the Eurovision is going to come around soon as well. So that's going to be fun to look forward to. Finally, we have Random Zombie that was still on the community side there. Hard luck, Random Zombie. How are you feeling?
Well, at least I'm here at the end.
At least you're here at the end, somewhere on the platform there. Speaking of which, unfortunately, there to Pum and Ben, who was eliminated earlier on. How do you feel at the moment, Ben?
You know what? Shapes totally deserves that. I mean, after we broke away, I think I got one question right, and Shapes got all the rest. So he totally deserves it, and I'm very happy.
Well,
thanks, Ben. I've got to say thanks to you for inviting me in, because I think I might not have been brave enough to have broken away at that point.
No problem.
Well, through the generosity of the invites, does mean Shapes is our victor tonight with that grand total of 42,000 doots. Wow, that's going to be a hell of a target to beat if anyone can try and best that. I'll be honest, I will probably say, Shapes, that is going to be fairly strong to keep you through into the final, but I mean, who knows what might happen. 42,000. Thank you very much for playing. Shapes, Ben's J, DMC, Random Zombie, Pumman Ben, and TJ. All of you have been awesome to have on stream tonight. Thank you very much, and we will catch you all later.
Cheers, thank you.
Take care.
See you later.
Well, what a game that was. And we finally got the ending sequence where they actually walked through the finishing line. I actually fixed that bug. There are a few extra things I still want to add to this, like a final credits roll and also a leaderboard so that we can actually see where people stand with their current totals. As it currently stands, it is Shapes in the lead on 42,000. And then we've got Stampster and Aaron both on 14,000 doots apiece as well. So there are 3 places currently placed in the leaderboard with 3 more to fill. And we still have another 4 episodes before we go to the final. So still loads of opportunity for you to try and get in. And given the number of people that were joining in that particular lobby that time round, there may be opportunity for everyone to get at least 2 attempts at getting into the game and trying to get through the breakaway line, finishing line. So if you didn't get through this time round, even if you were an actual player, you might get a second chance saloon depending on that, because the number of people that have been joining have been low enough where a second pick may be on the cards. Do stay tuned for that. It is currently 9:30, and on my schedule page, I have actually, I say page, the stream schedule chat. I did set alongside this a bit of a turnabout. We will do a very quick turnabout game tonight to finish this stream off, and then we'll do the wheel spins as usual, and then bring the stream to a close and all that stuff. So stay tuned. Let me get the next game up. We'll get some turnabout now. The chat in general, chat over the past like 24 48 hours or so, it has given me food for thought about how turnabout works, because we seem to have like 2 very different styles of game of turnabout. You either have the runaway game, where the RNG is slightly unfavourable and it picks basically an all-star team versus everybody else, and it's very difficult to actually try and beat them. And then you get the one where they actually randomly manage to balance the selection. And the breakaway game almost, yes. But so there may be something I want to do in future to try and mitigate that. Pop Ramen had a suggestion of potentially using the Duke leaderboard as a sort of a seeding mechanism for that, just to sort of like evenly distribute the sort of quote unquote ability of players. But there is complication in using that, because then you're essentially attributing that as a player's ability or worth in the community, which feels a little slighting. I don't know. It just feels a bit messy. And I mean, there's a whole other conversation about the Duke leaderboard system to be had as well, which we will talk about to greater detail when I do release the review form for people to give their honest and, if they wish, anonymous opinions on how Quiz Night is run going into, well, this is already year 4. It's nearly the halfway through year 4, in fact. How the hell is it year 4? I can't even believe that I'm actually saying that that's actually a thing. But yeah, it is the 4th year of me doing this stuff. But yeah, there'll be some general opinions to be had on that, and I have put a section on the Doot system and various questions and properties of that, and whether it should remain as is, whether it should change, whether you like this, whether you like that, just to get a bit of an opinion as to what people are actually thinking about, and not being sort of held to other people's opinions because I have to say it in Twitch chat or whatever. They can have whatever opinion they want in an anonymous format. At this age, a Twitch channel should be running, hopping, and throwing, and kicking balls, climbing, and swinging, breathing. It probably would be P5, but I keep it in you know, keep it close, and I mean keep Whiskers close as well. Whiskers is always a nice thing to have. Hey, yes, Whiskers, you want to say anything? Or you're just going to scowl. You're just going to scowl. Okay, you're going to scowl. Anyway, I'm going to catch up before we start the tournament lobby. I'm going to catch up with things because there were a lot of messages and bit donations that came through. Possibly even a hype train that happened. But I was busy with the game. So Hirsch, Jack Wilfred, Hirsch, with all of the 100-bit cheers that you've given throughout that game. Thank you very much for all those 100-bit cheers. They're just absolutely, again, thank you for the generosity in doing that. You definitely do not have to do that, but I do appreciate all the cheers. And here's another as well, another one from Hirsch. Thank you very much for another 100 bits there as well. It is super generous of you, and it allows me to put that towards more fancy things on stream in terms of question databases for Breakaway, which is what I did for that. I've purchased a question database for that, so that anyone can join to play the games rather than having to question writers or proofers have to hold back from their playing ability. It's to allow a bit more accessibility, a bit more fun again for those that, and of course, Dreamies for Whiskers. Nah, I don't generally spend the stream funds on things like that because I mean, if I wasn't streaming, then she would have the Dreamies anyway, and she's already had these earlier on, so I'm not getting any more of them for her. But thank you for all of the bit cheers, donations, subs that have come through. They are always awesome. Thank you. Right. Let's get Turnabout running. And it is an automatic game. So as soon as I started off, it is just going all the way through to the end without me having to do a single thing. The feline ears follow the packet from side to side. Oh, yes, they do. Oh, yes, they do. Automatic for the people. I mean, yeah, chat definitely does like buying Whiskers Dreamies. I know there was a point where I had that as a channel points redemption, but chat got completely out of hand when I did that. Oh, that's a point. I need to sort out trying to do an animated emote of Whiskers doing like a cat jam type thing. Oh, it's nearly Gout, but it's an X instead. G-O-U-X if you want to play some Turnabout. G-O-U-X. Some French Gout. Thank you very much for the 100 bits, and apparently that was enough now to trigger a hype train. And like I said, this is an automatic game. I can't stop it. Well, I can pause it, but I'm not gonna. Choo choo! Thank you for the 100 bits, brand new Halo. Appreciate that. Meow. Go on, say meow. There you go. There's the meow. There's the meow. Hirsch with the 1,000-bit cheer. Thank you very much for the 1,000-bit cheer, Hirsch. That's immensely amazing of you. Stop being so generous. And Whiskers can have the... Oh. Go on then, Whiskers. You can have some treats. You want some treats? Quickly. Go on then, let's have some treats while the lobby is still populating. Yes, Whiskers? Nom, nom, nom. 30 seconds if you want to join. GOUX is the room code to join in. Whiskers? Up here. There you go. Nom, nom, nom. And apparently, Nightbot didn't want anything with that bit cheer, but... The text-to-speech was happy with it. Thank you very much for the Turnabout. just sort of gives up at some point. There we go. We have turned about the teams there. Red, green, and blue. Remember what team you are, because this is your last opportunity to remember what team you're on. And good luck to you all. Let's play Turnabout. And it definitely went through, Topper. It went through the text-to-speech, so it definitely happened. So the first part of the game is the sphere game, and this is played in 2 halves as well. You're going to have a 3-letter combination, and all words will contain that 3-letter combination in order. For each word, you're going to get a definition coming up in Twitch chat and on screen, and you need to give me the word in full. And if enough of you on the team buzz in with the same answer, then you buzz in, and if you're correct, then you get to turn a sphere. Turn the grey spheres first, and then you can turn anything else. And I've just remembered I need to update the sound effect things. So, Whiskers, I need to do a thing. So we're going to start off with some Mon. M-O-N is going to be in every single word in this half of the game. Turn about the timer, please. Turn about the timer, please. There we go. The domination of one state over its allies. Trying to figure out where the grid is. It's hegemony. Hegemony, the answer there. A piece of open land for recreational use in an urban area. Please. And it's go for common is correct, yes. Grey spheres first. Then anything else after. Which chord do you want to go for? D4. Okay. Someone who gives a warning so that a mistake can be avoided. Red with monitor is correct. Where do you want to turn? A1. One who is playfully mischievous. Team Red with a monkey. Indeed. Going for D1. Compatibility in opinion and action. Blue with harmony. Correct. And you get to turn A4. Now you can turn anything you want. Take to task. Oh, I think I know this one. Admonish. Yes, admonish is the answer. A tributary of the Snake River in Idaho. Ooh, difficult on this. Team Blue going for the salmon is correct. Nice one. Go for B2 for a line of 4. That's 1,000. Marked by strong resentment or cynicism. What is this? The answer there is acrimonious. Bloody hell. Very hard native crystalline carbon, valued as a gem. Team Blue with a diamond. Yeah, it's a very roundabout definition for diamond, but it is. Go for A3 for another line of 3 for another 500. That's the first half of the round. Currently only Team Blue off the mark, but plenty of opportunity to be scoring. And we're going to be turning around the M-O-N to become nom. Yes, we're going to be nomming some words now. So all the words are going to contain N-O-M. So if you're ready, let's turn about that timer, please. Thank you. A remarkable development. A remarkable development. Team Blue with phenomenon. Phenomenal. Do-do-be-do-do. A1 for a line of 4. Person who is unusual. Team Red with anomaly is correct. Where do you want to go? C2 for a line of 4. Personal independence. Team Red with autonomy, correct. Go for B1 for a line of 3. Frugality in the expenditure of money or resources. Team Red with economy, correct. A1 for a line of 4. Related to or constituting or bearing or giving a name. Team Red with nominal, correct. Oh, 2 lines of 3. Existing as an independent entity. Team Blue with autonomous, correct. A1 for a line of 4. A remarkable development. It's a phenomena, apparently. A phenomena. Exceedingly or unbelievably great. I think I know where this is going. Team Red with phenomenal. Yes. Oh, a line of 4 and a line of 3. An incorrect or unsuitable name. Team Blue with misnomer, correct. Going for A1 for a line of 4, and that is the end of the round. So at the end of that, Team Green got a bit of catching up to do, but we could easily do that in round number 2 and 3. Team Blue on 4,500, Team Red on 5,000. As we go on to the star round or star game, we're going to be going in score reverse order. So are going to start off with Team Green, and you're going to be able to pick one of the 3 letter combinations on offer. You'll then get a board of 16 words, all containing that same 3-letter combination. Definitions will come up, and your job is to just give me the correct answer. And the more you can correctly identify, the more you will get. And it only requires one of you to give the correct answer for it to be marked as valid. Good luck. And let's have a look at some letters, please. Like I said, let's have a look at some letters, please. There we are. URN, RUN, or NUR. Those are the 3 boards on offer. Team Green, which would you like? Go for the run board. All words will contain RUN in that order. Let's have a look at your board. Ooh, some lovely words up there. And if you're ready, let's turn about that timer. Person with dark brown hair. Brunette, yes, a program that is broadcast again. Reruns, yes, cause to be more favourably inclined, gain the goodwill of. No, one of the tendons at the back of the knee. Hamstrung, yes, too much production or more than expected. Overrun, yes, a battle in 937 where Athelstan defeated the Scots. Yes, run faster than. Outrun, yes, a university town in southwestern Maine. Brunswick, yes, a painful sore with a hard pus-filled core. Vertical, yes, a channel for the water current that turns a mill wheel. A mill run, yes, put into a bad mood or into bad humour was disgruntle. And what the hell was that? Brunnenburr. Jack, you need to get on that. It looks very bruh-like to me. Brunnenburr. Jesus Christ, it's very difficult to say. Bruh. Anyway, moving on to Team Blue, who's going to go for URN. Go for the URN board. So let's have a look at some urn words. And surprisingly, we do have urns up there. So if you're ready, let's turn about the timer. Of hair coloured a moderate brown. O'Burn, yes, reject with contempt. Yes, an archaic term for a goal or destination. Oh? No, I'm guessing it. Stir cream vigorously in order to make butter. Churned, yes, an expressway on which tolls are collected. Turnpike, yes, the property of being acidic. Sourness, yes, the part of an axle contained by a bearing. Ooh, don't know that one. No, an upward movement or trend as in business activity. Upturns, yes, stir cream vigorously in order to make butter. Churn, yes, the device ejects fuel into a hot exhaust for extra thirst. Thrust, Jesus Christ, after the act of refusing an offer. Turned down, yes, what is produced in a given time period was an outturn. Thirst. Thrust. Don't mix the two up. Jesus Christ. Team Blue, you're up to 9,000. Congratulations. We now go over to the red team. You are left with the NUR board. So let's light that up. Here are your NUR words. And if you're ready, let's turn about the timer. A genus of Saticidae. Goodness me. Yeah, that one. Made tough by habitual exposure. Inured, yes, a person who treats something carefully. Nurser, yes, made tough by habitual exposure. Inured, yes, spiny lobsters. That one. Raising someone to be an accepted member of the community. Nurturer, yes, lyrebirds. Yes, not having a tail. Yes, that one. A woman hired to suckle a child of someone else. Wet nurse, yes, and that one as well. Primitive wingless insects, bristles tail. Yes, the basic unity of money in Iceland. The Krona, yes. Scores to accept or become harder to habituate was inuring. That last one there. Team Red, you are up to 11,000 now. As we go into the third round called the About Turn game. So in this one, we're going to be seeing a word with 3 letters missing. Those 3 letters will form a word of their own. That is the only thing you need to be submitting to me or to Quizbot 3000, trying to say, is the missing 3 letters. Nothing else. Don't submit me the full word. Submit just the missing 3 letters. And you get more points the further behind you are. So Team Green, this is the catch-up round. You could be earning lots of doots or lots of points for currently being in third place. So, good luck. And if you're all ready, turn about the timer. White goods of which food can be stored at low temperatures? Team Blue with ice for icebox is correct. Got 1,000 for second place. A meddler who tends to butt in. Team Red with butt for Batinsky. Yes, you're in the lead. Just 500 doots. 500 points. An appliance that removes moisture. Team Red with dry for dryer. Another 500. A low level or position or degree. Looking for O for load. A condition or position in which you find yourself. Ion for situation goes for Team Red. A partly sheltered anchorage. Team Red. Ide. No, is not correct. Looking for T for roadstead. A form of communism developed in China by Mao Zedong. Is it Mao? It is. Mao for Maoism. Figurative. Something that hinders or handicaps. Team Blue with bat for albatross. A town in northeast Texas. Team Blue. Pa for Paris is correct. Bits of sweet chocolate used as a topping, e.g. on ice cream. It's a gym for Jimmied. And that is the end of the round. Unfortunately, Team Green not able to get anything there. Team Blue up to 12,000. Team Red up to 12,500 as we go to the final sphere game. We know how this works now. Just turn the grey spheres first before turning others. You're going to be seeing a 3-letter combination. All the words will contain it. You can give me the full word this time round, not just the 3 letters. Give me the full word this time round. It's a very close game between Team Red and Team Blue, but if Team Green do an absolute stormer of a game here, there could potentially be winners. So it's not completely out of the question just yet. Batinsky for raid message. Honestly, probably a good call. So let me just copy that just to remember. GED, G-E-D, are going to be in all of the words in the first half of this round. G-E-D. So if you're all ready, let's chat about that timer. Bind by an obligation, cause to be indebted. Team Green with obliged is correct. Welcome to the game. Got to turn the grey sphere first. There we go, A1. Caused to be unloved. Estranged, the answer there. Declared but not proved. Team Blue with alleged. It is correct. Go for D1. Sturdy and strong in constitution or construction. Enduring. Team Blue with rugged is correct. Go for D4. Involved in military hostilities. Team Blue with engaged is correct. There's only one sphere. Turn left is the grey sphere at A4. Negative anything else. An event resulting in great loss and misfortune. Team Blue with tragedy. Correct. Go for B2 for line of 4. Stubbornly unyielding. Team Blue with rugged. No, it's not that. Team Red with dogged is correct. Yes. Go for C2 for line of 4. Shortened by condensing or rewriting. Team Blue with abridged is correct. Going for C2 for a line of 4 and a line of 3. Driven insane. Is deranged we're looking for there. End of the first half of this final sphere game. Team Green, 4,500. Team Blue, 14,000. Currently in the lead. Team Red behind by just 500, or 13,500. We turn around Ged to become Deg, D-E-G, all in this final set, in this final half of the round. Good luck to you all. Turn about that timer. A position on a scale of intensity or amount or quality. Team Green with degree is correct. Let's get you some dudes. A2 is going to get you 500. Grow worse. Thick those blanks. Before degenerate. The answer there. Reduce the level of land as by erosion. Team Red with degrade is correct. C2 for a line of 4. A small Hispanic shop selling wine and groceries. Bodega is correct. Bodega Cat has a wonderful Twitter account to follow. Changing to a lower state, a less respected state. Degradation, the answer there. Remove gas from. Team Green with degas. Yes, it is degas. A4 for a line of 4. Lowered in value. There's not a lot of lowering. Team Red with degraded is correct. And? Going for D3 for line of 3. Taste with relish. Team Blue with degust is correct. C4 for line of 3. A position on a scale of intensity or amount or quality. Team Red with degrees. The plural, yes it is. 2 lines of 3 there. A man who has recently been married. Team Green. A bridegroom is correct. Unfortunately, you can't score anything here, but you can turn a sphere. And you're going to turn B3, and that is the end of the game. At the end of that, Team Green, 6,000, nicely done. Team Blue, 14,500, and Team Red were able to pick it back up right at the end. 16,000, the win there goes to Team Red. And Green was the winner of all our hearts. Absolutely. Good games by all there. Nicely done indeed. And dukes have been paid out for those that are concerned by that. Yes, you have just earned yourself some dukes based on what team you are currently in. And no cameras are rendering, I am aware of that. Cool. Well, that's brought us just about to the end of the stream there. It's coming up to at 10 p.m. So there are just 2 things left to do, I suppose. The first thing is a wheel spin, and the second thing is going to be a raid. So, first thing to deal with is that wheel spin. Let me go to our keyword redemption. What's it going to be? Jimmy's wheel, burner whatever, phenomenon, Batinsky. I feel like it's got to be Batinsky, honestly. So we're going to go for Batinsky. There you go. That one there with a Y rather than an I, because that's apparently what it is Batinsky. Yes, it's a North American word meaning an interfering person, or a meddler, or a mischief maker, or a troublemaker, or a scandal monger, or a gawker, apparently, is also a similar synonym. Cool. The more you know. It's never Batinsky, I'm afraid, but in this case we are allowing it just this once. Just this once. Everybody Batinsky. That doesn't work as a quote, does it? Thank you for the 100 bits, though. Let's have a look to see who's going to get our spins. We've got 2 spins tonight. Who's the first spin going to? It's going to Natter. Natter IKH. Natter IKH is the one that won the giveaway. Let's go to camera mode. Let's press the music button. Let's move the camera over. Let's move the microphone out of the way. And let's do a wheel spin for Mr. Natter. That jackpot is looking tasty. 280,000 dukes at the moment. Will you land on it, though? Ooh, it was close. You're not going to land on it, but you're going to land on an adjacent one, essentially. Another 20,000 is added to the jackpot, meaning it's now up to 300,000 dukes in the jackpot wedge. Congratulations there, Natty. You got yourself 5,000 on that wedge. One more wheel spin going to Mr. Samster. Samster. You're going to get second spin. At that hype in chat. The jackpot getting absolutely swole. But will he hit it? Let's find out. What's it going to be? Oh, not quite. It's going to roll round to 25,000 dukes there for Mr. Samster. Nicely done there, Sam. Up to that total there. You'll definitely take that, absolutely. I think a load of people would take 25,000. That is nearly the highest single offer wedge on the wheel here. 40,000 just for doing nothing. But there is also the 100,000 wedge, and then there's a jackpot wedge above that as well. Nicely done. Well, that's pretty much it for me this evening. We will be raiding into someone. I think it's B Square Quiz online at the moment. I think we'll be raiding into B Square Quiz in a moment. So let me just get that all prepped. B Square Quiz. Indeed. B Square Quiz is indeed online tonight, so we'll be raiding into him. Raid message is going to be Batinsky. It's going to be Batinsky is our raid message like that. I am back on Friday with 1,000 of those wonderful heartbeats. So do tune in then if you can. Ben is back starting his new season on Saturday with a lot of face-off. Just all of the face-off. Face-off Mark 2. The qualifying phase is all happening next Saturday. So do tune in on that. I know Topper is also potentially doing some streams here, there, and everywhere as well on his run-up to trying to get to affiliate. So if and when he is online, do go and watch him. And also just have a load of fun. I know he's been doing some dev work on some new game shows alongside also Moneybags as well. So a load of wonderful fun. So yeah, Friday for me, 1,000 heartbeats. And then next week it is 1 versus 100. And wow, we're finally returning back to Outright. It seems to have been such an age since we last played Outright. And it's coming back, not this Friday coming up, but the Friday after. So we're definitely looking forward to that. If you've got any questions for 1,000 heartbeats, by the way, like true-false questions, then please send them our way because we're always looking for them. True-false questions, the ones we're definitely looking for. Take care. See you later. Batinsky. Bye.